Okay, so I'm just going to get right into it. In the intro, you saw that I'm going to be making you a complete from scratch vector graphic and then made into a decal. So this is step one. So, gotta put some ideas to paper. Now, I was thinking today if I should go ahead and really like draw something elaborate and then create that into a vector. But I figure anything I can show you guys would be better than nothing. So today, my dinner was pizza. So today we're going to draw a slice of pizza. And my favorite pizza is pepperoni and black olive. So here we go. Now this is just my my way of drawing, and I have had schooling in the past, so I do kind of I guess have experience in fine arts. So initially what I'm doing is I'm trying to get a shape of what I imagine in my head this slice of pizza is going to look like. So I'm just kind of bringing that to life while we're talking here. So as I'm just creating the shape, and here's the great thing about creating graphics with programs like Adobe Illustrator is that you can go in and add details and things like that you probably wouldn't have been able to just drawing them out. It just gives you that ability to really make something look great. So I generally here I already have my shape of the pizza that I want to do. I think I want to have more of this kind of angle with a little bit more depth on the crust here. I just want to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to extend that out a little bit more. So I don't use any like real fancy tools. I mean, this is just your basic HB pencil. I just actually snagged this from my daughter's desk. I do have a whole set of pencils and stuff like that tucked away a little bit right now, but that is the price you have to pay when you have kids that love to get into everything. So I have made it my I'm drawing a blank here. I've made it my mission basically to not let my art supplies get destroyed by my kids. I mean, they're young, and I get it, and we were all young. We get how interesting parent stuff is. So I'm just trying not to add to the to the thought. So anyway, so here we got a basic shape of a pizza. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start adding some pepperonis to this. So your typical pepperonis, they usually make like 3. Like if you see graphics out there, like on the web, you'll see like 3 pepperonis. I'm gonna break the mold here and do 2, just kind of out of sync a little bit, and just make them look, just deliciousness all over them. So there's that, and then we got the sliced black olive, and I'm gonna do is a little, almost like a kind of a bowling ball kind of shape. Like it's spherical, but it's got kind of fat. But I want to stop it a little bit too, because I'm gonna be probably adding a little bit of depth around this with a line. That will be the melting, like kind of melting cheese around it or something like that. So we'll make it a little open there. Like that. We'll have another one over here. Maybe one here at towards the end of the slice. And so we're just gonna kind of, now that I look at it, I kind of like the way the other ones are looking better than this. So I'm just gonna change that up a little bit, put another large weird looking slice of olive on there, and maybe just like one like random one over here in the corner. I like throwing people off in balance when whenever I design something. It's just like a fun way for me just to have a little bit more like just fun with it all. So right now I'm just kind of adding like where the cheese is kind of melting up on the crust a little bit. Now what I want to do is like, I'm going to want some dripping cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of pick a few areas that, and I'm kind of trying to follow this like little dip here. So maybe I'm thinking a lot of cheese is going to be like drooping off and forming these gobs of cheese melting off. Maybe we'll add a little bit to that one. A little over here. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with, making graphics and doing stuff just like this. I've been, doing my thing now for almost 20 years, around that at least. And what I mean by doing my thing is that I've been in the graphics industry, and I've been in signing graphics for about 20 years now. And just mentioning that is that just giving you some idea of where my experience lies. I started off working at a silk screening shop back just when I started college, actually. So it was around 2000. Roughly year 2000, year 2001, roughly around there, where I actually started getting into silk screening and more graphics, fine art, photography. Those were all things that I went to my community college for and learned quite a bit. And I've learned to kind of master my craft a little bit in the drawing aspects. But then I got into more of the computer graphics after that, and kind of made that my focus because I was kind of up and coming industry at the time, and now it seems like everybody's a designer. So that was my start, my schooling. Eventually I went and got my bachelor's in graphic design, and I have the experience to talk about it now. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. I wanted to talk about sign shops though, because I'm working at a sign shop right now where I handle the majority of the shop work. I'm the production manager there, and we do a lot of things from decals to banners to car wraps and posters. I mean, you name it, we probably do it. Business cards. So we handle a lot. I think that's just a little too big, honestly, for my opinion. For this, a little too much. There we go. So anyway, we got. I do a lot of that kind of stuff. I work with Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop on a daily basis, so I have up-to-date knowledge of what's going on with the programs. I work with all kinds of various types of vinyls, everything from window vinyl to car wrap vinyl, regular vinyl that you would use for your decals, more high-intensive vinyl that you would use for motocross, or kind of just a more industrial type of graphics that you would see like on dump trucks or anything that would need an amount of graphic work that would require some sort of good stability over time. So I focus on a majority of those types of jobs. I also do a lot of custom work for other clients that I can't really talk about, but overall it's just a lot of stuff on a monthly basis that I have to do for new promotions and all kinds of stuff going on there. So anyway, so that's a little bit about what I do. My experience in sign shops. I've been in a sign shop for the past 14 years, working with Graphtec plotters, roll-in printers, laminators, slicers, paper presses. I mean, just about anything you can kind of get your hands on when it comes to the graphic stuff. Business cards, I think I mentioned that. But anyway, so that's kind of what I've been doing for my career. Now, I started working with Facebook here and YouTube more recently to kind of show people, how I could